Hi, in this session, we will discuss about job sequencing with deadline problem using greedy strategy. Now we will see how to solve job sequencing problem by using the principle of greedy algorithm design technique. Consider there are n number of jobs. Consider there are n number of jobs like job 1, job 2, job 3, and so on. Job n number of jobs. Job is nothing but a task or a work assigned to a person. If the software project manager can assign a work to a software engineer, that work is considered as a job or a task. Like this, there are n number of jobs. For each job, there should be a time slot. How much time, maximum time is required? That is called as a deadline. For each job, there is a deadline. The deadline, within the deadline time slot, the job is to be completed. The deadlines of each job are D1, D2, D3, and so on, Dn, which means that deadlines of job 1 to job n clearly described here. And whenever a job is to be completed by a particular person or a software engineer, he or she may get some profit, some amount like salary. Once the work or assigned task is completed, the person may get the salary or the person may get profit after completion of the job only. Remember the thing, you will get the profit after completion of job only. There are n jobs and n corresponding deadlines are given. Like that, profits, n profits also given. So these three will be given in the program or in the problem. The profit will be awarded or gained if job is completed on or before the deadline. So once the complete process of job completed without any pending works, then only the person will get the profit. And here there is a constraint that is a person can do only one job at a time. That person can do only one job at a time. He cannot do more than one job at a time. There are n jobs, but you need to do only one job at a time. Once a job is completed, next you have the provision to start the another job. Once that job also completed, next you can select another job. Till end of the deadline, you can complete any number of jobs. That means that you can perform only one job at a time, not do or perform more than one job at a time, that is simultaneous or parallelly. Assume that each job takes 1 unit of time to complete. Here, 1 unit in the sense slot like 1 hour or 1 day or 1 month or 1 year, whatever it may be. So 1 unit in the sense it is a time slot. Within the time slot only we can complete the task or job. So each job takes only 1 unit of time to complete. That means that the job can be completed within a 1 day or 1 hour or 1 year or 1 month of time. The main objective of the given job sequencing with deadline problem is to find sequence of jobs, to find the sequence of jobs which is completed within their deadline. The job should complete within their target or deadline. And finally, we will get the more profit or maximum profit. So that means that there are n jobs and n deadlines, n profits are given. The main objective is arrange the jobs in any sequence order. Arrange the jobs in the sequential order based on their deadline. But finally, motto is maximize the profit. Maximize the profit. Here, the job and deadline is very important. Okay. Now, let us discuss the problem with an example how to solve it. This is an example problem. The given problem is solve the given problem, job sequencing problem, by using greedy strategy. This is the given problem. In the given problem, there are 5 jobs, namely job 1, job 2, job 3, job 4, and job 5. These 5 are considered as jobs, and each job there is a deadline also assigned. Consider here the deadline is hour. One deadline is 1 hour, two deadline is 2 hours, three deadline is 3 hours. So the deadline for completing the first job is 2 hours. The deadline for completing second job is 1 hour. The deadline for completing third job is 3 hours. Deadline for completing fourth job is 2 hours. And deadline for completing fifth job is 1 hour time slot. Corresponding job deadlines are given and profits. Once you can complete the job within the duration of deadline, you are eligible for profit, awarding the profit. So the profits of 5 jobs are given here. Now you can solve the problem using job sequencing with the deadline problem using greedy method. Now we will discuss how to solve the problem using greedy property in this session. So consider here, before solving the problem, let me tell you the shortcut how to solve the problem. So the shortcut or short method is, first verify the maximum deadline. What is the maximum deadline here? 3. The maximum value of deadline is 3. So assume that 3 is the maximum deadline, that can be considered as B max. B max, which means that maximum deadline value is 3. So initially you need to arrange 3 free slots. This is slot 1, time slot 1. This is time slot 2, and this is time slot 3. You can initially arrange 3 free time slots. You cannot add anything here, just blank slots. So you can fill the slots, blank slots, with sequence of jobs. With the sequence of jobs here. Here there is a time slot here. This is the time slot. Assume that the time is 12 hours now. The time is 12 hours. Afternoon 12 hours. That means 0 hours. So 0 to 1 hour. This is one time slot. 1 to 2 hour. This is another time slot. 2 to 3 hours. This is another time slot. That means that there are 1 hour time slot is there. This is 1 hour time slot. This is another hour time slot. This is another hour time slot. Three time slots are given for keeping three jobs. Why? Because only one unit of time is required to complete the task. Now, it is the process to solve the problem. While solving the problem, you can apply the formula, that is to solve the problem, arrange the jobs in descending order of their profits. Arrange the jobs in descending order of their profits. Now, this table is to be changed when you apply this concept, arrange the profits in descending order to the given problem. The table is redefined or reframed as follows. Now, the profits are arranged in descending order only. First maximum profit, last one is least profit. In this way, we can arrange the profits. When we can arrange the profits in this way, automatically their corresponding deadlines and jobs order also changed. And the table is to be converted like this only. Now the objective is, now the objective is, we have a provision to complete only three jobs within the maximum duration of deadline size is 3. The maximum deadline is 3. Within the 3 hours time, within the duration of 3 hours time, we can complete only 3 jobs. We cannot complete all 5 jobs. Why? Because we do not have 5 hours time. We have only 3 hours time. So, we need to complete only 3 jobs here. And we need to pick up which job can be do first, which job can be do next, and which job can be do last, and which jobs we can ignore it or discard. That is the concept here. Now we will see which job we will do first. Here, the first job we can do is job 2. Why we are doing the first job as job 2 is, if you complete the job, it will take only maximum deadline is 1. That means that within the duration of 1 hour, if I complete job 2, I will get the profit of 100 rupees. That means that I am giving priority to start the first job now. That means that now I can start the second job here. If I can start the job 2 here, I need 1 hour time to complete that. So 12 to 1 hour. I can, this time is enough for me to complete job 2. The job 2 can be completed within the duration of 1 hour. The profit is 100. From this set of jobs, first I can select job 2 as it can be completed within its deadline and constrains maximum profit. So the first job is finalized. Next, we will do which job? That is the question. Next, I can select job 1. Why? Because the job 1 deadline is 2. Job 1 deadline is 2. 2 hours. Within the duration of 2 hours time, job 1 can be completed. But already job 2 is took 1 hour time here. This time is occupied job 2. But I can able to complete job 1. If I can select job 1, it will give more profit compared to job 4. Why? Because here these two jobs, job 2 and job 4, both are having equal deadline time. When this type of scenario occurs, you can give preference for selecting the job is which job is having more profitable, that you can select. So here job 1 and job 4 are having equal deadlines, but you can get the more profit if you select job 1. That's why you can select job 1, and it will give more profit compared to job 4. So that's why I have assigned job 4 here. So first 1 hour, job 2 completed, and after completion of 1 hour, 1 to 2, during 1 hour to 2 hours, this hour I can complete job 1 also. Now I can gain the profit. If I can complete job 2, the profit is 100. Then I can complete job 1, the profit is 60. Total 160 rupees I can earn here. Next, only one slot is available, free slot. And which job I can do here? That is the question. So in the next clock, job 4 cannot be selected. Why? Because job 4 is not selected. Why? Because the job 4, if I can select, it can be it can be completed within the duration of 2 hours. But already job 2 and job 1 occupied 2 hours time. So this is not possible. Job 4 cannot be selected as its deadline is over. Then I can move to next job, that is job 3. Job 3 is selected as it executed within its time. What is the total time is required for deadline of job 3? Job 3 deadline is 3. Already 2 hours time slot is over. Only 1 hour time slot is there. That 1 hour time slot is enough for completion of job 3. So here I can complete job 3. Now I can place all 3 jobs in the leftover places, job 2, job 1, job 3. Thus the solution is the sequence of jobs arranging in this order, we will get the maximum profit. So 3 jobs are completed, but what are the leftover jobs? Job 4 is not possible to do, and job 5 is not possible to do. Why job 4 is not possible? There is no deadline, there is no time to complete the job within the deadline of 2, job 4. Whereas job 5 is discarded, that means that job 5 is not considered, not taken, not to, as it cannot be executed within its deadline. So it requires 5 units of time. If you want to complete job 5, it requires the deadline is 5, but the maximum deadline is 1. So it is not possible. J4 is also not possible. If you want to complete J4, the deadline is 3 required, but deadline of J4 is job 4 is 2. So that's why simply ignore job 4 and job 5. So we get the better output or best output if you select the jobs in the sequence of second job first, next first job, next third job. In this way, in the sequential order, if you come arrange the jobs which are being executed within their deadline, and they will give the maximum profit also. And we need to find the total profit of the sequence as sum of pi, that is one p1 x1 plus p2 x2 plus p3 x3, like this only we can calculate that. So the profit of p1, the profit of job 2 is 100, the profit of job 1 is 60, and the profit of job 3 is equal to 20, and total profit is 180. That means that so the person can complete n number of jobs within their deadlines. The main motto is maximize the profit by satisfying the constraints. This is known as job sequencing with the deadline problem. Basically, this type of problems we can see in any software industries or in our real time also. So consider there is a software industry. In that industry, many persons are working. The software project manager is responsible for assigning works to the software engineers. Assume the software project manager planning to assign 5 different jobs to a person, and each job is having deadline and profit also he can earn after completion of the job. In this case, the main objective of the software engineer is complete the job within the deadline to maximize the profit. How much salary or profit, how he will be profited, he has to think itself. When he can apply greedy strategy, for that he need to find feasible solutions, and there are various feasible solutions will come. Among those feasible solutions, he need to select the best solution. That solution is to be considered as a optimal solution or best solution, which can conclude that the given answer for the problem. So in this way, the software engineer can complete the jobs based on the profit gained more within the deadlines. So if the software engineer will complete the jobs in the order job 2, job 1, job 3, he can ignore 2 jobs like job 4 and job 5. He will be profited. In this way, the problem can be solved. Suppose, assume that the maximum deadline of the problem is 7. In this case, you need to consider 7 slots, 0 to 7 hour slot, and each and every slot you need to fill with a different deadlines. Based on the deadlines, you need to fill the jobs. So the answer is maximum. This is very, very important. This is the D max. So total number of job sequences will occur. That will be depends on maximum deadline. Maximum deadline is 3. That's why 3 job sequences will occur here. Now we will discuss how to find the time complexity of job sequencing with deadline algorithm here. The time complexity of job sequencing with deadline problem is order of n squared. Now we will see how to solve this. First, you need to write the algorithm for job sequencing with deadline, and each and every instruction of an algorithm is to be executed how many times. The frequency you need to calculate here. Here d of 0 equal to 0. That means that initially the deadline of a particular job is assigned to 0. So this is an expression. The expression is to be executed only one time. This is also another expression. This expression is executed only one time. And this is an assignment statement. The assignment statement, we are assigning I is equal to 1 to I. So this statement is to be executed only one time. And for loop, there is a for loop for j is equal to n2. The for loop can be executed n times. Whenever a for loop can executed n times only. Another statement is this is k is equal to I. I am assigning I value to k only one time. So the number of times it is executed is 1. And next while statement, the while statement can be executed 2 into n times, 2n times. Why? Because the here we are comparing two values. One is this is the first one, and another one is this one. You are comparing the first statement is one time. This the second statement is another time. These two statements you need to complete. For the first statement, you can compare n times. This you can compare n times, and total 2 into n, 2n times it will require. And here k is equal to k minus 1. So the statement is to be executed 2 times. Why? Because here we are decreasing the value, or 1 also you can consider. That is based on our requirement. Why? Because it is a constant. Anyhow, we can ignore the constant later. And this is also another if statement. We are comparing two statements. So the statement is to be executed 2 into n times. And here there is a assign for loop. Assume that the first for loop is to be executed n times, the second for loop is to be executed n times, totally n into n, 2n, n square times it is to be executed. Step minus 1 to again go back and execute this one. So next, this is a assignment operator, and this is a expression. The expression can be executed 1 into n times. Why? Because the n value may be changed rapidly. So that's why the value will be depends on the value of n. Here the value of k also changed rapidly. So both statements can be executed n square times. And here the value of I is to be incremented gradually. So it will be executed 2 into n, 2n square times it will be executed. And at cost, you need to add all the values. Once adding all the values, you will get one expression. In that expression, you simply ignore the constant values and finding the highest coefficient value. So here I can say that the highest coefficient value is 2n square plus 1n square plus n square. 2n square plus 1n square plus 1n square plus 1n square. That means that 2, 3, 4, 5, 5n square. So 5 is the constant and n square is the order. So simply ignore the 5, you will get the answer is order of n square. So the time complexity of job sequencing with deadline is order of n square. Friends, in this way you can solve or calculate the time complexity of any algorithm. Thank you. Thank you, Pananda.